The Chrysler 200 is aptly named because it seems as if that's how many competitors it has in this class of mid-size car. The 2015 Chrysler 200 is new from its LED eyeliner to its Audi-looking arse. Speaking of the tail end of the Chrysler, the sedan's hindquarters may be more of a crowd pleaser than anything attached to a Kardashian. The Chrysler 200 follows in the soon-to-be classic tagline, "Imported from Detroit."
So yes, you got a silhouette of the city of Detroit that's inside this console. We're genuinely proud to be in Detroit, and we're glad to be there.
Al Gardner is the president and CEO of the Chrysler brand. His team flew us to Lexington, Kentucky to take a first look at the all-new 200 models. There are 2 engine choices and 4 trim levels. The 2.4-liter multi-air 2 Tiger Shark i4, translation, a turbocharged inline-4, generates 184 horsepower and 173 pound-feet of torque. The 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 produces 295 horsepower.
This is a fabulous car. You're going to love it, and I'm biased, so I'll tell you that right up front. But 27 years with this company, and I will tell you, there is not a better car on the road. There's not a better car that we've built. If you're in the market for a mid-sized car, I guarantee you will not find a better made, more content-packed, more fun-to-drive car than the 200 sedan.
One of the most impressive things about this middle-of-the-road car is that it will keep you in the middle of the road. If the Chrysler 200 is equipped with the Safety Tech package, it will steer you back into your lane if you start to drift. You can even adjust the level of assistance from nudge to shove. The Chrysler also promises to bring you to a complete stop before impact.
It has 60 different safety and security features, including things like adaptive cruise control that will actually stop the car without the driver putting his foot on the brake in an emergency. So this car is packed full of things that, frankly, customers are going to look for and going to want to have in their car.
Will it stop itself without cruise engaged?
Yes.
It will?
Yep.
Okay. I'm sure you don't want me to test that on the way back to the...
No, I'll do it while I'm driving. How about that? Just don't want you doing while you're driving.
What do you aim at? A fixed object?
If you would like to. I wouldn't suggest it, by the way.
No,
It's not something that we all plan on...
it's like testing the airbags, yeah.
Yeah, I don't plan on testing the airbags anytime soon, too.
After tamping down the 14-year-old boy inside of all of us, we decided that it was probably best not to introduce the Chrysler 200 to the 200-year-old tree on the side of the road if we didn't have to. Chrysler has moved its rotary shifter into the 200. The dial controls a 9-speed automatic transmission. The main advantage of the rotary dial is that it saves space, especially within the driver's reach.
The best part of this feature isn't controversial at all. What it effectively does, and if you slide to the right there, you can see underneath the console, because this is all electronic, you get all this open space underneath that...
Oh, I see what you're saying, the pass-through?
Yeah.
That's the area that Chrysler designers call beachfront real estate. Since many automatic transmission controllers are drive-by-wire or electronic rather than mechanical, it probably doesn't matter very much how they're controlled as long as drivers know which gear they're in. Unlike the mystery gear system on a certain company's minivans, it's clearly visible which gear you're in with the rotary shifter. But just in case you forget to put it in park, the Chrysler 200's emergency brake will kick in before the 200 rolls away and takes out a sidewalk cafe. As with all automatic transmissions, it's a good idea to practice getting it into neutral in an emergency so that you can calmly pull over and turn the car off if the gas pedal gets stuck or something else goes wrong before you end up on a dash cam video going 110 miles an hour on the shoulder of the interstate. Since cars rarely stall anymore, a lot of people are not used to being able to put a moving car into neutral, restarting it, and then putting it back into drive. It's just a good thing to know. Another good thing to know is that the 2015 Chrysler 200 is built in a new plant in Michigan.
Best news as far as I'm concerned, we just built a $1 billion brand new plant that we're going to manufacture this 200 in. Over a 1 million square foot body shop with 1,000 robots and We put 900 people back to work.
The 200 is available with either a 4-cylinder engine or a 6. It's also available with all-wheel drive. We thought the 4 was a little noisy and underpowered, but the 6-cylinder all-wheel drive was world-class. The 4 is rated at 23 miles per gallon and 36 miles per gallon highway. The 6 generates 295 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. The 6-cylinder all-wheel drive version is rated at 18 miles per gallon in the city and 29 on the highway. Because this is a first look, we don't have a 0 to 60 time for you. The Chrysler 200 will not only parallel park itself, it could also back itself into a perpendicular space. The system isn't perfect, but combined with the lane keep assist, the adaptive cruise, and the autonomous braking, we're getting closer every day to cars that will drive themselves. In the meantime, the built-in Wi-Fi hotspot will let you log on to your email when someone else is driving. The 2015 Chrysler 200 starts at $21,700. The all-wheel drive version we spent the most time in came out to about $33,000 with options. In Lexington, Kentucky, I'm Grant Winter reporting for Real World Test Drive.